everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life with Melanie in the craft room, bringing you day 23. So I'm a little out of order, right? I've already brought you day 24, but you know, you gotta do what works for you. And so today I am going to document my trip or my visit to the Descanso Gardens here in Southern California. They put on a light display as well, similar to I guess what was at the zoo, only this is in a botanical garden setting. And what I have to work with is a 6x8, both sides of a 6x8, as well as this one side of the 3x8. And so what I've done is I've digitally gone in and picked one of the photos and overlaid a couple other photos on top, did my journaling, did part of my title, and the rest of it is right here, and it's Twinkling Lights on Christmas Trees. And what I'm going to do for this one is, because it's acetate and it's quite thin, I'm just going to run it through my little Xyron sticker maker here, and hopefully that will allow it to adhere and not be too much of a mess. So if you've never used one of these, they're actually a pretty cool little tool. You run it through the machine, and then it's really important that you burnish around your embellishment that you're adhering the glitter. I get glitter on my brain. Adhering the adhesive to. And sometimes I'll even take like a bone folder and just kind of go around the edges, because otherwise you get these little glue bits that kind of stick out. So we're just going to do that. The other option is I could have tried to staple it. Unfortunately, where I want to position it, I could only fit the stapler in from one side and not from the other. And because the title's long enough, I feel like I needed at least two to hold it in place. So once you think you've got that done, you're just going to peel off the top plastic piece. Okay. And then that gets discarded. And then we'll take our 6x8 photo and we'll peel off. Yeah, I still got a lot of glue bits. I don't know if you'd be able to see that. So I'm just going to take my paper piercer here and just try to clean up some of this a little bit. So once I've got that all cleaned up, I'm just going to lay this down on my photo where I want it to go. And you're still going to be able to see the adhesive. It's definitely not going to be, what's the right word? Invisible. But that's okay, because I figured it would kind of look glittery-ish or sprinkly glittery-ish. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, so that's the title. The numbers, I had these two large chipboard numbers picked out, and I'm thinking of putting them right here. It's a lot of white though, so I think what I want to do is I want to use that gold paste again and the Inca Gold stuff, yeah, and color those up. So I won't do those on camera, I'll do that off camera so you don't have to watch me do that. So that would finish the first page. On the second page, I took a bunch of photos and I just laid them in that same, in a grid pattern for 12, and I left 2 blanks. And my thought on this is I'm just going to slide this into the page protector. Actually, no, I'm not. What I want to do is I want to use from Pink Fresh this sticker that says the season of sparkle, and I just want to add that right in there. Yeah, and then we're going to slide that in the page protector. The reason why I'm putting this in the page protector at this point is because I want to adhere the chipboard on the exterior of the pocket. I felt like having both sheets in the pocket, it was a little tight, and that this would make it a little bit easier and make it hopefully lie down a little bit flatter. I'm just going to take some of my Be Creative tape, score tape, whatever you want to call it, double-sided super adhesive sticky tape. And we're just going to apply that to the back side. I like to use this, I think I've mentioned it before, whenever I'm adhering something, especially on the exterior of the pocket, just because this stuff is so super tacky. Let's do that. And pull this out. And this is a chipboard circle from the Felicity Jane kit. Okay, and that will take care of that page. For the 3x8, I have this photo. I trimmed it out to 3x8. I have this particular card from Stampin' Up! And we're going to add the chipboard Twinkle on the back of that one. And where am I? You'll notice that I cut the paper a little bit long. In other words, it's not exactly 3x8. And the reason why I did that is because the pockets are actually a little bit longer than 3x8, even though that's what they say the dimensions are. And I wanted it to fill the entire pocket, especially because I used all that space up on the back side. So we'll just peel this off. But because of that, I have a 3x4 photo printed and a 3x4 card, and I've got a little bit of a gap, which I'm either going to have at the top or at the bottom. And I think what we're going to do to cover that up is use this what do you call it? Use this washi tape, because I think that'll be the right size. Just like so. So I am going to be right back after I apply the gold paste to these numbers, and I'll show you how everything turned out. So day 23 is done. Here's the finished page with the gold painted 2 and 3. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And to tie in the gold a little bit more, I added these gold glitter stars from Studio Calico. I must have gotten them in like a warehouse box or a grab box or something at one point in time. The opposite page didn't change much from what I had shown you previously, other than adding a couple of the gold stars here as well. And then the 3x8 page, I did take the 3x4 card and extended it with another 3x4 card that had this black stripe across the top, so that it balanced out the blackness of the photo beneath. And I still used the heart washi tape, and I added a little brad to make it kind of look like a tag, and another gold star, and I added the sticker at the bottom, look at all the lights. And that, my dear friends, is day 23, and until next time, happy crafting.